The war in Ukraine has become one of the most studied conflicts of the 21st century. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, the battlefield has evolved at a remarkable pace. Both Ukraine and Russia have continually adapted, introducing new technologies, changing tactics, and trying to counter each other's innovations. Small, inexpensive drones now threaten tanks worth millions of dollars. Artificial intelligence assists with target identification. Electronic warfare attempts to jam communications and navigation. The conflict has become a laboratory for modern warfare. How has Ukraine changed its approach? How has Russia responded? And what lessons are military planners around the world drawing from this war? This is the story of how Ukraine and its opponent have transformed the modern battlefield. When Russia launched its full-scale invasion in February 2022, many analysts expected a rapid, conventional campaign. Instead, the conflict evolved into a prolonged war involving artillery, trench systems, long-range missiles, drones, electronic warfare, and cyber operations. Both sides learned quickly that traditional doctrines alone were insufficient. The battlefield rewarded rapid adaptation. One of the most significant changes has been the widespread use of unmanned aerial systems. Ukraine has used drones for reconnaissance, artillery spotting, logistics support, and precision strikes. Commercial drones were modified for military purposes. First-person view, FPV drones carrying explosive payloads became capable of striking vehicles, trenches, and defensive positions at relatively low cost. Russia also expanded its drone capabilities, including the use of domestically produced systems and long-range one-way attack drones. As a result, the airspace over many frontline areas has become saturated with unmanned aircraft from both sides. As drones became more common, electronic warfare grew in importance. Both Ukraine and Russia deploy systems designed to jam communications, disrupt GPS signals, interfere with drone control links, detect electronic emissions. This has created a constant technological competition. A drone that works effectively 1 month may require new software or hardware the next as countermeasures evolve. Military analysts often describe this as an ongoing cycle of adaptation. Ukraine has increasingly emphasized decentralized operations. Small units equipped with drones, encrypted communications, and precision-guided weapons can identify and engage targets more quickly than in many traditional command structures. This approach allows tactical decisions to be made closer to the front lines while remaining coordinated with larger operational objectives. Russia has also adjusted its command structures and tactics in response to battlefield experience. Both militaries have continued to refine how they integrate intelligence, surveillance, and precision fires. The conflict has increasingly featured attacks far behind the front lines. Ukraine has used a combination of domestically developed systems and Western-supplied long-range weapons to target logistics hubs, ammunition depots, airfields, and other military infrastructure. Russia has conducted long-range strikes using missiles and drones against military facilities, energy infrastructure, and other targets across Ukraine. These operations are intended to reduce the opponent's ability to sustain combat operations. Modern warfare depends not only on battlefield performance, but also on industrial capacity. Ukraine has expanded domestic production of drones and sought international support for defense manufacturing. Russia has also increased military production and adapted its industrial base to sustain the conflict. Both sides continue to rely on large numbers of relatively inexpensive systems alongside more advanced weapons. The ability to replace equipment quickly has become a major strategic factor. Military organizations worldwide are studying the conflict. Among the lessons frequently discussed are the importance of drone integration, the need for robust electronic warfare capabilities, greater emphasis on dispersed formations, improved protection against precision strikes, faster adaptation cycles for technology and tactics. Analysts caution that no single lesson applies universally, but many agree the conflict has accelerated changes already underway in military planning. The war in Ukraine has demonstrated how rapidly modern battlefields can change. Innovation has not belonged to one side alone. Ukraine has introduced new methods and technologies. Russia has adapted in response. Each development has prompted new countermeasures, creating a continuous cycle of innovation. The conflict has shown that modern warfare is shaped not only by the number of troops or tanks, but also by software, electronics, manufacturing, logistics, and the ability to learn quickly. Many of the technologies and tactics refined during this war are likely to influence military doctrine around the world for years to come. What remains uncertain is how these lessons will shape future conflicts and whether they can also contribute to preventing them. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more in-depth coverage of military history, defense technology, geopolitics, and the evolving nature of modern warfare.